Good. So we're moving along to Surah adh-Dhuha, Surah 93, right? The morning brightness, the brightness or the heat of the sun, right? So, a message to be grateful if you are able to, if you've awakened, right, or woken up, you woke up healthy, right, and you are able to witness or to see the sunlight, right? Many people in the world are unable to do this. Many people in the world are dying every day, right? And many are not so blessed and fortunate as a lot of us who are able to wake up and see the sunlight, see a new day, right? So be grateful. If you have your health, all your faculties of sight, hearing, taste, touch, smelling, all the things that God has gifted you with, right, by virtue of this human body, right? Be grateful for these things, right? By the morning brightness and by the night when it covers with darkness, right? Allah has not taken leave of you. Allah is the one who oversees the process, right, of dawn and dusk, night and day, right? Allah has not taken leave of you, nor has He detested you, right? So, all this saying about God is a God of hatred and all these things, right? It is in fact false. Sometimes we receive some consequences from God. It's not because God hates us or detests us. It's because Allah wants us to learn. Allah wants us to learn certain things, right? He wants us to learn certain things, right? And the hereafter is better for you, right, than your first life, right? So this is the concept of being born again within one life, right? So we have one life here on earth, right? And it is what? Being born again within this one life, right? So in this one life, you can be given an opportunity, if you didn't do things right the first time, an opportunity for a second life to take rebirth within this one life, right? So the hereafter is better for you than the first life, and Allah is going to give you, and you will be satisfied, you will be content, right? Did He not find you an orphan and given you refuge, right? So this does not actually, may not have to be, it could be literally, but it may not be literally as well. It can be metaphorically, right? Finding you an orphan, right? Regardless of how old you are, right? Orphan typically refers to a child who has been abandoned, right, by parents and so on, right, in the literal sense. But in this context, Allah means it in both ways. Orphan meaning that regardless of how old you are, we are still a child of God, right? Regardless of how old you are, right? Find you and you feel like you do not have a place in this world or in this earth, right? Or in the world that you live in, right? If you feel as though you do not have or did not have a place in the world that you reside in, right? Did Allah not find you an orphan, right? Or you feel orphaned or you felt orphaned, right? Emotionally and so on. Did He not find you as an orphan and given you refuge? Has He not found you lost and guided you? Has He not found you poor and made you self-sufficient? As for the orphan, right? So the book is saying to do not oppress others, right? Do not oppress others, right? If like meaning do not take advantage of others or oppress others, right? If you find them in certain spaces, whether emotionally, physically, or whatever, to do not take advantage of these things. Do not take advantage of people's vulnerabilities, right? As for the petitioner, do not repel him, right? Petitioner meaning anybody who seeks help or knowledge, right? So if one is seeking knowledge, right, do not repel that person, right? So this is Surah 93, and we will move on to 94, inshallah, right? As far as Allah wills it, as long as Allah wills it, right? We will move on to Surah 94 tomorrow.